Alright, hello and welcome to another of my videos. Most of them are in German, as you might know, and I'll say this again in German in a moment. I will make this video in English for different reasons, now in German. Dieses Video ist ausnahmsweise mal auf Englisch wieder. Vielleicht mache ich das auch jetzt wieder öfter, mal sehen. Ja, ich mache das aus verschiedenen Gründen. Ja, und jetzt geht's auf Englisch weiter. Alright, now back to the video. So, I'm playing a racing game, as you can probably see. And if you're a follower of my channel, you know. But I just saw, or maybe it was an hour or something ago, I saw a video by an American abroad or exchange student. And since I have some both scientific and some personal knowledge and experiences on psychology, I just wanted to make this video. I've also studied abroad for 6 months in Spain, so I also have personal experience on exchange or living abroad for a time, distant from your friends and family. And I didn't make any plan on this video. I don't have an outline or anything. I'm just doing this off the top of my head, more or less. And I've thought about some things before, and I try to recollect them as I go. So first off, if you're in a bad state of mind, and if you find yourself not doing much because you don't know what to do, or you're just bored, or you can't do much because of the whole global situation, it can happen, and it happened to me, that you become more and more passive, that you just binge watch videos on YouTube. You don't move much, and you start to think about negative things, about the current situation, or things in your past, and the more you do that, the more your brain thinks it's really as bad as you think it is. So, as I also learned in counseling, it's very important to manage your thoughts and feelings. Therapy is about, managing your own psyche, is all about managing your thoughts and emotions and feelings, which all kind of go hand in hand. So they're connected, so you can kind of guide and teach your brain to be more positive, which is what you need. And one of the things is, as I think hinted to be active. And yeah, for that you kind of need, and this is you being active as you start doing that already, you have to, or you should, or I recommend making a list of things you like doing, that you maybe haven't done enough as of late, that you have never done before, that you still want to do. And because of the current situation, of course, it should be mostly, I would say, about things you can do at the moment. So if you live with a host family, say, I think you should try and ask them if on the weekends, if they are free, your host parents, to go on some hikes or tours, go to a castle, for example, or if they are still open, a museum, or of course there are more fun things to do, especially if you're not in your 20s yet, but still you get some movement, you exercise, and you see something new, which is keeping your brain active and, how do I say this, entertained. It gives us new inputs the brain has to process, and this establishes new nodes, I think, and then that also helps being happy. Also, obviously learning and reading makes your brain happy, and then you of course as well. And what else? I mean, I like languages, so I sometimes learn a little more of Swedish, for example. Or maybe I go back and try Korean. Or I teach some stuff. Or I make YouTube videos, you know. Or just race without making a YouTube video out of it. And if you have to be inside a lot, I don't know if... I as you can see, I'm a gamer. I like playing video games and talking about them and stuff, and exchange with people, you know, engage with people. You can also do that online, for example. Oh, no, not again. Well, I'll finish my thoughts a little more. Yeah, maybe you want to try to play some video games, you know, and maybe also video games that are kind of challenging, or to relax, just video games that are easy and just fun, you know. Or watch some documentaries about topics you are interested in, some movies, but also try and get at least 20 minutes of being outside and walking, or using a scooter, or other means that are fun, you know. I like speed a little, so I bought a scooter, and but also not just for, you know, entertainment, also because of practical reasons. And it's fun, you know, to be outside and not only move on your feet and the speed of your feet, but also a little faster sometimes. And another thing that came to my mind, if you have another, you know, person your age in your host family, if they are, you know, free and if they feel like doing it, try and do some things with them, you know. Talk with them, go do something you both like. Also the part about being outside for at least 20 minutes each day is not only the exercise, being in motion, but also getting daylight, you know, some real daylight, even if it's cloudy, it still helps. Yeah, and also if that's not enough, there are so-called, I mean, this is a direct translation from German, but there are light therapy lamps you can buy. If you expose yourself to them for a couple of minutes each day, I think it's also about 20 or 30 minutes or something, that also already helps. So I would recommend maybe getting one of those. And, you know, not only do one thing, but a couple of the things I'm mentioning, and other things that other people might recommend, or you come up with yourself. What else was in my mind? I'm sorry if that this is really kind of all over the place what I'm saying, but yeah, as I said, I didn't make a list. I just had some ideas and I just wanted to get them out. Also, I'm a little lazy about making a plan, or, you know, I don't know how to call it. You know what I mean. Yeah, what else? Yeah, also, as I said, focus on the positive things, on the things you enjoy, you look forward to, you can do at the moment, you know. Think about what you as a person, what are you like, and could you like or do you like doing. And if that's not enough, maybe go to the internet and search for some things and inspirations, or ask some people, you know. Also, I know the time difference is bothersome between the United States and Germany. I know that from personal experience. But also sometimes talk, I don't know, via Skype, Discord, or whatever, with your parents and friends. And you have Americans doing an exchange in Germany as well, you know. I think you came with them to Germany, and maybe try and meet them every once in a while, if you feel like talking to some people in your native language that are from your country, or maybe if they're not Americans and British, for example, or Australians, you can still, of course. And if they are too far away in Germany, maybe you can see them sometimes, or you can call them, you know. At least you don't, with them you don't have the annoying disadvantage of the time difference. I'll also continue in this video talking about my game, you know, about playing this game here, and my racing. And if something else comes to my mind, I'll say it. Yeah, the main point is just being active, as I said. Come up with things you haven't come up before. And if you're having difficulty with making your list of the things you can or could do, or want or might want to do, maybe just start with going for a walk, you know, or just starting, you know, that because it activates your brain. I'll put it just like that, and get the process starting. You know, I don't know if you know. I don't know. It's not a saying, but I mean, when you get started, it kind of starts flowing at some point. You know, just keeps coming out almost by itself. The ideas, I mean. Yeah. Yeah. Something else I can recommend is I know it might seem strange and kind of weird, and if you have never done anything like that, it might sound a little alien to you at first, or kind of too spiritual, or I don't know. Tried it more than a couple of times. Doing meditation, you know, just go to YouTube, find a meditation that suits you. You can listen to meditations of all kinds of topics, and it's really helpful in my opinion. I mean, and for a lot of people it is. I think for everyone who really tries to overcome your or their doubts about this can benefit from it. For example, you can listen to a meditation to feeling happy, or there are meditations to make you go to sleep more easily, or you know, you get the idea. And also focus on your breathing and letting go, and you know, do a I don't know what's it called, a kind of a fantasy trip or something like that, or to your safe space in your mind. Just imagine a place you really feel comfortable in. It doesn't have to be a real place, it can just be of your imagination. I, for example, very often think of, you know, just a lawn, or maybe not a lawn, more quote unquote wild. I mean, what I mean is, I don't know how to call this in English, I'm sorry, but like a place with kind of high grass, you know, or not lawn mown grass, with some flowers maybe. Around you there might be some trees, and it's a warm summer day, you know, not too hot, not too cold. And you kind of hear the locusts make their noises, and in German, by the way, they are called Grillen, for example, and the noise they make is kind of, or is referred to as Zirpen. So Grille is spelled G-R-I-L-L-E, and Zirpen is Z-I-R-P-E-N. Yeah, so that can also help a lot. See how the situation goes, you know, how it develops, and I mean, I think in like February or March at the latest, it might improve a lot already. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you can go home for 2 weeks or something. Another thought I had is, I mean, I've struggled with this a lot myself, but I'm kind of getting better at it, to kind of, even if you have a day off, be it from school, university, work, whatever, you know, in the darker times, in winter, in Germany, for example. I mean, it's not as bad as in Sweden, but still, the days are a lot shorter. So I recommend, you know, getting up at around the time the sun is rising or already has risen for a bit. And also not stay awake too long when it's dark. I mean, of course, you can't go to bed at like 5 p.m. But maybe if you normally went to bed in summer, for example, at, you know, 10, 11 or even midnight, maybe in winter, especially if the days are getting shorter and shorter, kind of go to bed at 9 or 10 at the latest. And as I said, I have to still get used to it myself and be consistent at doing it, but yeah, sometimes I wake up at that time by myself, not by myself, sorry, automatically, I guess, without an alarm clock. Maybe at first you will need an alarm clock, but yeah. So now I have to check if I can already register for the race. I really hope the internet doesn't crash again, because it has done so twice now. Now I have to go out. I have to leave this menu. Okay. Yeah. Also, maybe you want to try out some new hobbies. Of course, in the current situation, as far as it's possible, of course, or if it's possible. So yeah, maybe at weekends you can go for some hikes, or just a walk in the town or city you are in. Kind of take different route every day, maybe things. Of course, always check if it's locations you don't feel, if you're a girl or woman, that can't be dangerous or might not be dangerous, of course. So yeah. Okay, I have to improve my lap time a lot here. And please bear with me if I don't talk all the time, because also I need a break every once in a while. Or sometimes I'm just out of ideas, you know. Another thing that kind of helps the mood and being stable is listening to music. I mean, maybe not a new idea, but I just wanted to say it. And well, if it helps you, maybe also some kind of melancholic music or sad, but I would recommend not listening to that kind of music for too long. Just even if it's hard, just stop at some point and then go over to something cheerful, you know, and happy, and maybe even funny, you know. Oh yeah, that's another idea. Listen to some comedy, you know, if you like laughing, which I do. Maybe even if your German isn't perfect, maybe not just American or English-speaking ones in general, maybe also some German ones. Ah yeah, and I remember, so since you're in Germany at the moment, if you are, I mean, I'm talking to one person in specific, but I'm also trying to make this a video that's useful for people in general. Maybe you try and discover some of the music from that country in that language, you know? That's also something new for you, and you can also learn a little by doing so. You can get the lyrics online, almost all of them. Nobody else chose the Porsche Cayman. Oh, it's Veyron What brand is that again? Time again. Is it Bugatti or Lamborghini? Or maybe as Italians would say, Bugatti or Lamborghini. Oh, now I remember. I think it's Bugatti, and Bugatti is actually not Italian, but French. Yeah. Look at me looking behind when there can be no one. And by the way, if you're new to the channel and don't know this game, this is Gran Turismo SPORT. But it should be in the description as well. But I'll see. Kind of far behind already. What car is that in front of me? Nissan, I think? Well, I still like GT3 cars the most. But yeah, I mean, GT4 cars can be fun too. That just don't perform as well with them as I do with GT3 cars. I think the third gear would have been low enough. Maybe next time I should try the McLaren. Maybe even the Bugatti Veyron or Veyron, I don't know. Which I've, chosen sometimes before, but or maybe only on this track. But yeah, I think I might rather choose the McLaren if it performs well here on this track. Oh. Ah, that was good. I just don't seem to have any power. At least I have the inside still. Come on, go on. Come on, I probably can't be more quick than the Porsche. What is this? Hey! Now we're cooking. I just haven't made a lot of these videos in English because sometimes I kind of feel artificial, like as if I were copying someone when I speak. Because I know some phrases and expressions, and since I don't speak English every day, I mean I do a lot, but still, sometimes it just feels, especially if I'm talking to myself, quote unquote myself, while I'm doing these videos, it's just sometimes doesn't feel, or didn't used to feel very authentic, if that makes any sense to you. And also, since some people that are subscribers know me on a personal level, it just feels a little weird to be talking in English. And maybe some don't speak English as well, you know. But this video is definitely going to be in English. And has been. Finally the last lap. I'm kind of satisfied now with the position I'm in, taking into account where I started. A lot of the times I start in the back like I did. I only like gain 1 or 2 positions in a race that short and in that class. By class I mean GP4 in this case. Yeah. But so far this has been satisfactory. If I don't mess up. I mean, in German we have the saying like nicht den Tag, that goes nicht den Tag vor dem Abendlohn, which if I were to translate it literally I would say don't praise the day before the evening, or I don't know if praise is the right word, but I can't check in a dictionary right now, but I think you get the sense. And yeah, that's it. So I think I'll leave it at I'll leave it here. Just I'll finish the video after the score screen and everything. So this is a very different video now, different from the other videos I've done on this channel so far. I hope you like it. I hope it wasn't dull. I hope it was kind of helpful and entertaining. And we participated in a race also. So yeah, just let me know what you thought of it, and maybe consider subscribing, leaving a comment, liking, all that jazz. And yeah, so far that's it. Maybe I'll do some more videos in English now again. I don't know yet. But yeah, I hope, as I said, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time, maybe. Greetings.